Hey there, beautiful soul. If you're watching this, chances are there's someone on your mind, someone who keeps showing up in your thoughts, maybe even in your dreams. Their name pops up when you least expect it, like when you're driving alone or lying in bed at night. You might be wondering, why can't I let them go? I get it. I've been there too, stuck in that loop of memories and what-ifs, wondering why someone who's no longer in my life still feels so present. Today we're going to unpack this together, and we're going to do it with the help of Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in psychology. Jung believed that our thoughts and emotions are like a map to our inner world. Those lingering feelings about that person, they're not just random, they're a message from your unconscious, pointing you towards something deeper. Maybe it's a wound that needs healing, a truth you've been avoiding, or a part of yourself you've forgotten. This video is for you if you're ready to listen to that message, to understand yourself a little better, and to take a step toward healing. So grab a cup of tea, maybe a journal, and let's dive into this journey together. Let's figure out what your heart is really trying to tell you. Part 1. The unconscious mind and its hidden messages. Let's start with one of Carl Jung's core ideas, the unconscious mind. Jung saw the unconscious as this vast, mysterious part of you. Think of it like an ocean, deep and full of things you can't always see. It holds your memories, your emotions, your desires, even the parts of yourself you've pushed away. When you can't stop thinking about someone, Jung would say it's your unconscious trying to get your attention. It's like a quiet voice whispering, "Hey, there's something here you need to look at." Have you ever found yourself replaying a moment with that person? Maybe it's a conversation that felt so alive, or a moment when you felt truly seen. Or maybe it's the opposite, a moment that left you hurt, confused, or lost. Jung would say those thoughts aren't just about them. They're about you. They're your unconscious mind pointing to something unresolved. Maybe it's a longing for connection, a fear of being alone, or even a belief that you're not enough without them. Jung believed the unconscious speaks to us in all sorts of ways, through emotions, through dreams, even through those random thoughts that hit you out of nowhere. Let me ask you something. What comes up when you think about this person? Is it a warmth in your chest? A pang of sadness? Maybe even anger? Whatever it is, don't push it away. That feeling is a clue, a breadcrumb leading you deeper into yourself. Let's take it a step further. Jung taught that the unconscious often holds onto people who represent something significant to us. Maybe this person symbolized love, safety, or a version of yourself you loved being. Or maybe they brought up pain, rejection, or a wound you didn't even know you had. Either way, those lingering thoughts are your unconscious saying, "There's work to do here." So pause for a moment. Close your eyes if you want, and ask yourself, what am I really holding on to? Is it the person, or is it what they represent to me? Part 2. Facing your shadow, the parts you've buried. Now let's talk about something a little deeper, something Jung called the shadow. The shadow is the part of you that you don't always want to face. It's the stuff you hide, even from yourself, your insecurities, your fears, your regrets, maybe even the parts of you that feel unlovable or unworthy. When you're stuck thinking about someone, Jung would say your shadow might be at play. Think about it. Does this person bring up something in you that's hard to look at? Maybe they made you feel small, and now you're chasing that feeling, trying to prove you're enough. Or maybe they embodied something you wish you could be, confident, free, fearless. Jung believed that the people we can't let go of often mirror parts of our shadow we haven't faced yet. Here's a real-world example. Let's say you're thinking about an ex who always seemed so sure of themselves. Every time you think of them, you feel a mix of admiration and inadequacy. Jung would say that's your shadow talking. It's showing you a part of yourself you've buried, maybe your own confidence or self-worth. The fact that you're still thinking about them means your unconscious is saying, "Hey, it's time to look at this." So, let's sit with a question for a moment. What part of you does this person reflect? Are they a mirror for something you're afraid to face? Maybe it's the fear of being alone, or maybe it's the belief that you need someone else to feel whole. Facing your shadow isn't easy. It can feel raw, even scary. But Jung believed that by embracing our shadow, we start to become whole. Instead of running from those thoughts about them, try leaning into them. Ask yourself, what are these thoughts showing me about myself? Here's another way to think about it. Imagine your shadow as a part of you that's been locked away in a room. Every time you think about this person, it's like that part of you is knocking on the door, asking to be let out. You don't have to open the door all at once, but just acknowledging it's there is a powerful first step. Jung said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." So, what's in your darkness? What's knocking at your door? Part 3. The Power of Individuation Becoming Whole. This brings us to one of Jung's most transformative ideas, individuation. Individuation is the journey of becoming your true, authentic self, the version of you that's whole, not defined by others' expectations or past wounds. When you're stuck thinking about someone, it's often because a part of you believes they hold the key to your happiness. Maybe you think, if only they were still here, I'd feel complete. But Jung would say, you are the one you've been searching for. Individuation is about choosing yourself. It's about asking, what do I need to feel whole? Not what they need, not what your family expects, not what society tells you, but what you need. Maybe it's forgiving yourself for holding on to this person too long. Maybe it's rediscovering a passion you let slip away when you were focused on them. Maybe it's simply giving yourself permission to feel what you feel without judgment. Let's pause for a second and reflect. When was the last time you truly chose yourself? Not in a selfish way, but in a way that honors your growth, your dreams, your heart. Maybe it was a moment when you said no to something that didn't feel right, or maybe it was a time when you stood up for what you needed. If you can't think of a moment, that's okay. It just means you're ready to start now. Jung believed that individuation is a lifelong journey, and every step you take toward understanding yourself brings you closer to wholeness. Those thoughts about that person, they're part of the journey. They're showing you where you're still giving your power away, where you're still looking outside yourself for answers. But here's the beautiful truth. Everything you need is already inside you. Let me share a quick story. A friend of mine couldn't stop thinking about someone who'd broken her heart. She spent months replaying their last conversation, wondering what she could have done differently. But when she started exploring Jung's ideas, she realized those thoughts weren't just about her ex. They were about her own fear of not being enough. She started journaling, asking herself what she needed to feel whole. Slowly, she began choosing herself, taking up painting again, setting boundaries, and letting herself feel the pain without judgment. Today, she's not just healed, she's thriving, more herself than ever. That's the power of individuation. Part 4. Practical steps to heal and grow. So, how do you start letting go of this person and stepping into your own journey of growth? Let's break it down into some practical steps, inspired by Jung's teachings, that you can start today. First, journal your emotions. Jung was a huge believer in exploring the unconscious through writing. Grab a notebook and write down what you feel when you think about this person. Don't hold back, let it all out. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to? Maybe it's a memory, a hope, or a version of yourself you lost. The act of writing can help you see patterns and uncover truths you didn't even know were there. Second, pay attention to your dreams. Jung saw dreams as a direct line to the unconscious. Before you go to bed, set an intention to understand why this person is on your mind. Keep a dream journal by your bed and write down anything you remember when you wake up. Images, feelings, symbols. You don't have to analyze it right away. Just notice what comes up. Over time, you might see connections between your dreams and your thoughts about this person. Third, practice self-compassion. Jung believed that integrating the shadow starts with kindness toward yourself. If you're beating yourself up for still caring about this person, stop. Try this. Put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and say, it's okay that I feel this way. I'm human and I'm learning. It might feel silly at first, but it's a powerful way to start healing. Fourth, create a ritual of release. This could be writing a letter to this person that you don't send, saying everything you wish you could say. Or it could be something symbolic, like lighting a candle and letting it burn out as a way of letting go. Jung believed rituals help us connect with the unconscious and mark important transitions. Finally, take one small step toward yourself. Ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to choose myself? Maybe it's going for a walk to clear your mind, signing up for a class you've been curious about, or even meditating for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be intentional. Here's a quick exercise to try right now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and picture yourself standing at a crossroads. One path leads to the past, to that person. The other path leads to a version of you that's whole, free, and alive. What's one small step you can take toward that second path today? Hold that thought and let it guide you. As we come to the end, I want you to know something. You are not broken for still thinking about that person. You're not weak and you're not stuck. You're human and your heart is alive, calling you to grow, to heal, to become who you're meant to be. Carl Jung once said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Every thought, every emotion, every moment of longing is part of that privilege, It's an invitation to step closer to your true self. So here's my challenge to you. This week, take one small step toward choosing yourself. Maybe it's writing in that journal, sitting with your shadow, or doing something kind for yourself. Maybe it's just giving yourself permission to feel what you feel without judgment. Whatever it is, know that you're not alone. We're all on this journey of becoming, and every step counts. If this video spoke to your heart, drop a comment below and share what came up for you. What's one thing you're going to do to honor yourself today? I'd love to hear it. And if you found value here, please give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so we can keep exploring this beautiful, messy human journey together. Until next time, keep listening to your heart. It's leading you somewhere incredible.